This wooded area is known as an anomalous zone. According to the video, back in the 1800s, a meteor struck the village of Kudnica in Poland, killing hundreds of people. Over 200 years have passed since, and this is what the place looks like today. The video's description includes a chilling local legend. Every year, on January 11th, all the lost souls of the villagers who died when a meteor fell from the sky return to the place of their death. They begin to wander aimlessly, back and forth. Anyone who happens to be here on this day can be certain they will see the ghosts. Right now, January 11th, 2021, live from the scene. But in the end, it's only a legend. The creator explores the wooded ravine, looking around and capturing some beautiful photos and footage. One particularly curious moment occurs when his mechanical watch suddenly starts running backwards. After nightfall, he planned to take a few more atmospheric shots and head home. But something happened, something he didn't notice at first. In complete darkness, he saw movement in the distance. As he got closer and squinted into the dark, he assumed it was just his own shadow, but there was a detail he missed at the time.
Это жесть.
In the comments, viewers pointed out ghostly legs, as if someone were hanging from a tree. In reality, as the creator later explained, it turned out to be a local teenager who had climbed up into the tree out of curiosity to watch the blogger from afar. The most interesting part? The creator never noticed him at the time, and if he had, he probably would have been terrified. In 2019, the creator of the YouTube channel Muskrat Outdoors, along with his wife, visited a bear baiting site to retrieve their trail cameras. These are remote, nearly uninhabited wilderness areas. While exploring, they came across an old trail and decided to follow it. It led them to a curious location. The footage captured several key elements that shed light on what they had found. First was a hidden shelter, or stash, a kind of camouflaged hut, inside which they discovered an old metal milk can. It was stuffed with stretched animal hides, including those of a chicken, fox, coyote, and badger.
2 marten that were loose, a fox with a marten that was stuffed inside of the fox, so 3 marten, a fox, a coyote, and 2 badgers.
The hides were tightly packed, some even stuffed inside one another. They were moldy, dried out, and seemingly prepared for sale. To trap, skin, and process this many different animals would likely take an entire season. The host admitted he had never seen anything like it before. So what could it all mean? He speculated that perhaps a hunter had prepared the stash long ago, but never returned to collect it. If that's the case, what happened to him? Was he attacked by wild animals, leaving his gear abandoned deep in the forest? In the comments, people shared stories of missing hunters, some whose remains were eventually found, and others who simply vanished without a trace. But the most shocking twist came from 2 additional findings. About 300 feet from the stash site, they discovered another strange structure, and this one was covered in thick, unidentifiable animal hair.
Where that barrel was with all the critters in it, gotta be Sasquatch. Maybe Sasquatch killed that guy. Actually, this is kind of strange.
This woman runs a channel called Dee's Dark Adventures, where she documents her explorations of remote and forested areas. In this particular video, uploaded in June 2024, she ventures into the atmospheric woods of Ohio, a place she simply couldn't resist exploring. The description of the video reads, "I head out into the woods of Ohio when I found a strange trail. I follow it till nightfall, and it directs me right into the middle of a hunting team of BF, until it begins to take chase for a long distance into an open field." We watch as she makes her way through the forest, and even in daylight, the journey feels unsettling, let alone in the middle of the night. For a while, nothing overtly frightening happens, until suddenly, Out of nowhere, something becomes visible.
What is on my face? Yeah. Hi. Hi. Yep. Yep. I gotta get down. I can't go home. Oh. Ah. Oh, fuck. Sorry. No! Stop! 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 Please! 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 I'm leaving! I'm leaving! I'm leaving! Where's my stuff?
As you can see, a pair of glowing eyes shines between the trees, seemingly watching her every move. A few minutes later, her fear intensifies. A human-like silhouette can be seen following her, clearly trying to scare her off and drive her away. Fortunately, she manages to find her way out of the forest quickly. In the end, she leaves the area unharmed.
What is that? No! Fuck is it? Dude, no! It looks like a person, man. But no person. It looks like a fucking person. Stop! That ain't a person. That ain't a person. Ah! It just keeps getting up and down, up and down. Stop! Fuck, I can't run. Ah! Somebody drive by, somebody drive by.
But in the comments beneath the video, viewers were quick to suggest that this wasn't a person lurking in the woods at all. Instead, many argued that it was a black bear, one that may have been preparing to attack. Joey is a TikToker who actively documents his life in videos. He often travels the world with his girlfriend. This time, they drove their van deep into the woods at the foot of Pymard Mountain to camp, recording everything on camera. After they arrived and found the perfect spot, they spent the night in the van. The next morning, Joey, as usual, started filming while his girlfriend explored the area. What she discovered shocked them both.
Dodge Explorer.
Huh? What? What?
What is that?
What the fuck?
That was not there last night.
Nah, that was shit wasn't there last night. We pulled up here. I come over here and set up this solar thing last night. You ain't do that. Holy shit.
A medium-sized rock, neatly placed on a stump a few feet from their van. What made it alarming wasn't the rock itself, but what the nighttime visitor had written on it. The inscription read, "I will kill again." The message was chilling. The rock with the inscription hadn't been there when they arrived. It had appeared during the night while they slept. The rock had been deliberately positioned so it would be noticed right away. Was it a prank or something more sinister? At first they hesitated to call the police. They could have simply left and made themselves safe. But after thinking it over, and worrying that it might have been left by a murderer who could harm others in the future, they decided to seek help. They drove down the mountain to get cell service.
Hi, so I kind of have something crazy and weren't sure who to call. So we were camping off of the forest road right next to Douglas Fir last night. There was a rock that we woke up to that was carved into that said, "I will kill again," placed next to our van on a tree stump.
Okay.
But no.
Felt like we should have called and told somebody. There was a note that said, "I will kill again," scrawled on a rock and left near a van in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So what we need to do, did you take a photo of it at all?
Yes.
And a video.
So what we want to do, we need to contact, I'm going to have you contact the Whatcom County Sheriff's Office.
Okay.
And they're the ones that take care of that for us here, but it's good for us to know as well. Well, let's see. Oh, what is it here? This is Border Patrol.
Feeling really secure right now.
James Griffin.
Okay.
He's a Forest Service patrol captain, and then he can pass that on with the Whatcom County for the Sheriff's Office as well.
I will give him a call.
All right. Thank you for letting us know.
Thank you.
Be
Bye-bye.
careful.
Be careful.
No, hey, Alex, how secure do you feel up here now?
The forest ranger on duty couldn't really help them. He probably thought it was a prank. So they decided to call the police.
No, we left it right there. We did take pictures of it, but like I said, it's right down the road. We left it right where it was, just so we could get into service and
Get
away
the
from
hell
that
away
spot.
from the rock.
Yeah, are you going to be at your event for a few minutes?
Yeah, we'll be here.
Let me call my sergeant and see if he wants me to collect the rock or
Okay.
if just photo be sufficient. So,
Yeah.
If y'all don't want the rock, I'm going to go back and get it. That's pretty cool. Like, I've never been left a love note from a serial killer.
It's just
well, I guess, one of my thoughts is, have we had anything suspicious like that happen in that area or
yeah.
anywhere else?
Hey.
Let me ask my sergeant what he thinks, and then I'll call you back.
Okay.
Ma'am, and I don't know if it counts for anything on the police scale, but I'm a pretty wild individual and not easily scared, and that shit gave me the heebie-jeebies.
No, that would weird any normal person out, yeah.
And I'm not normal. That's the thing. I'm very abnormal, but that shit scared me.
And the abnormal people, yeah.
How long do you think before you call back? Because once we go inside, the service kind of dips out.
Less than 5 minutes.
Okay, perfect. I'll just stay out here.
The officers were alarmed, especially after learning the couple had photo and video evidence showing the rock's placement. Although authorities weren't sure whether the message was tied to a crime, they took it seriously enough to start documenting the case. Still uneasy, Joey and his girlfriend made the difficult decision to return to the clearing and retrieve the rock for the police. But when they got back, another group of campers had already set up exactly where the rock had been found. Not wanting anyone else to experience the same fear, Joey approached the new campers and explained what had happened.
Hello. Hey, guys. We just wanted to warn you about something. We stayed here last night. Hey, we stayed here last night. I'm going to show you something real quick. So you see this right here?
Yeah.
We stayed here last night, and we reported this. This was not here when we went to bed, but this rock right here that somebody scrawled, "I will kill again," was laid on this stump sometime between when we went to bed and when we came back. And we came back to get the rock because it freaked us the fuck out, dude.
When did you guys come back?
We were here last night in the morning, and it was there. So we left it there and went down and got service and called the cops. We came back to get this. We saw you here. We're like, hey, we're going to tell you what we found.
Yeah.
We've stayed here 2 out of the last 3 nights. It's completely silent. The fucking brook is wonderful, but that was really freaky, dude.
Well, I mean, I'm strapped, so.
Yeah.
I said, hey, if you're going to come serial kill me,
Yeah.
that damn fair game, cuz.
Exactly. Hey, thanks for the warning.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Cool. My name's Joe, man. Are you staying up here in the
Jim?
PNW? Joe.
Joe?
And that's out.
No, I might just stay up and wait for this dude.
And
I'm thinking
everything.
maybe it's just like a local spot and the locals wanted us out and that's what it
Well,
was.
I'm
but-
going to take my hatchet, put it in.
Yep.
Hey, fuck around and find out. Hey, man. Thank
you
you
guys
so
don't
much.
hear from me, something happened to me.
Yep.
All right.
We know.
Be safe, crew. Nice to meet you, dude.
The group listened, visibly disturbed, as Joey showed where the rock had been and told them what was written on it. They hadn't noticed anything earlier, but once it was pointed out, they understood the seriousness of the situation. They thanked him for the warning, and one of them admitted he was armed, just in case whoever left the message came back. Was it a hoax meant to scare people away from a favorite campsite? A local warning to discourage camping in that area? or evidence that someone nearby had serious intentions to do harm. Later, Joey admitted he's not easily rattled. Still, the incident shook both him and his girlfriend. The location, the wording, the timing, it all felt too deliberate to ignore. In September 2024, a YouTuber named Megan posted a disturbing video titled, "I was attacked in the woods by a man." On her channel, she mostly shares her everyday life, regularly uploading travel vlogs and personal updates as she journeys across the US. In this particular video, Megan decided to go on a solo camping trip in a forest in California. At the beginning of the video, she mentions that the purpose of the trip was to take a break from her stressful daily routine and find some peace in the beautiful California wilderness. The first few minutes show Megan catching her viewers up on her life, and at first glance, it really seems like she's completely alone in the woods. There's nothing strange to see or hear. But just moments later, she suddenly hears footsteps approaching. And that's when something truly unsettling happens.
The woods for like 4 hours and decompress. And then I go back home and then he acts like nothing happens. Like a true narcissist. Like the true narcissist he is. Okay, well you scared me.
Oh, thanks. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Sweetheart, don't worry.
Okay, I'm
You're
sorry.
probably more dangerous than me. You're probably more evil than me. Look at the dark hair you're saying. You're bomb. Little stoner.
Okay, that was terrifying.
A man with a broken bottle appears out of nowhere and begins walking toward Megan. He speaks to her directly. His intentions are unclear, but the situation immediately feels dangerous. Afraid he might harm her, Megan quickly decides to leave the forest. A smart move. Even though the man claimed he didn't mean any harm, the fact that he was holding a broken bottle and approached her says otherwise. Despite the scare, Megan remains positive, even adding a bit of humor, fully aware that she was incredibly lucky to walk away from the situation unharmed. March 23rd, 2023. Somewhere in the forests of Oregon, a motorcyclist was filming as he rode along an off-road trail when something completely unexpected happened. The rider, a man named Idan, had been here before, but for some reason, he seems uneasy this time. Something strange, and honestly, quite creepy, unfolds in front of him. Watch closely.
That's kind of creepy. Go this way. This is where most people would turn around. If you turn around, you never get to see what's on the other side. That's where all the gold is waiting over there. Could be missing out what's on the other side. Hello?
Concerned for his safety, he quickly turns around and heads back home. Months later, Idan returned to the same place, but unlike what happened before, this time the situation shook him to his core. Watch.
Oh god, there's even more bones than last time. Looks like we've already passed it a while ago, but that tree is gone. I'm probably gonna turn around soon. Oh, there's two ways. Holy crap, dude, this trail goes on forever. It just got really quiet really fast.
At one point, as if by some unseen force, all the crickets suddenly fall silent. You can just barely make out a tall, pale figure emerging from the brush, and if you look closely, it appears to crouch down and move slowly, almost like it's stalking prey. Visibly terrified, Idan struggles to start his bike. Eventually he rides off into the forest, not knowing what it was he had just seen. Some viewers believe he may have been hunted by a massive forest predator.